Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Teddy, and in this video, we are going to be picking out 7 designer fragrances for different types of scenarios. So different places that you're going. Maybe we say you're going to the beach, maybe you're going to school, maybe you're going to the office. Different designers that we can handpick to be good, applicable choices for those different circumstances. So you have 3, I have 4. So because of that, I think I have to lead us off here. In the first category, I have the beach. We can call this the pool, anywhere where you're getting sunshine. Jean Varvatos, this is Artisan Pure. I like this fragrance. I was very impressed. Not to say that it's like going to overwhelm you with it smelling so sophisticated, but it's just pleasant. It's very nice for this type of environment. So for notes here, clementine, petitgrain, orange, lemon, bergamot. This is going to be a mix of citrus and then getting some woody backbone to it without being overwhelming. It's not gonna give you the same vibe as many that you're seeing with like cedar, sandalwood. It's less dense, more in the air. It's zesty, citrus, light, but still does have some masculine tendencies to it. It's not going to make it really overbearing, that I think has become the theme for a lot of these fragrances now, to have a lot of woods. This has that, it has that backbone, but it's not leaning so far into that direction where it loses its sense of that citrus and this fruity type of nature off the top as the fragrance sits on the skin for some time. I really like this one, well crafted, and I think I just need to look at more Jean Varvatos fragrances after this, because this was the one that we tried in a previous video.
We both liked it.
We both liked it.
Yeah.
So, and of course, the bottle does give off the same type of vibes.
It's total beach vibes.
Throw this in a bag, go to the beach with this thing with you, honestly.
It's fresh, it's light, it's perfect for that situation for sure.
All right, Courtney, next up, we have the gym.
We have the gym, and it needs to be something that's easy to wear, lightweight, versatile, and for that reason, we chose Nautica Blue. This one is refreshing. You're not gonna choke people out on the treadmill if you walk in wearing this. And when you're also thinking about a gym scent, you wanna keep in mind, this should be something that you can just throw in your gym bag and not have to worry about. So going for something on the more affordable side, I think makes a lot of sense here. You get that water lily, pineapple, bergamot. It's just the perfect year-round, versatile gym scent.
I mean, it's better than smelling a sweaty individual, I'll say that. And then also kind of more classic masculine for what it's going for. This is following that trend of citrus off the top, musky backbone, sandalwood in here as well. So certainly going to be an easy wear, and I think for people around you, as long as you don't overspray it, you can have no problem with it.
We actually did a reaction video with this one, and people loved it. They thought it was expensive. They were like obsessed with it. So can't go wrong, especially you want to smell great in the gym if you're maybe going to meet some ladies or something. This one's good.
Yeah, and also think about people that are probably in the gym might not be into fragrances. They just want something that smells pleasant, clean.
Yeah.
Because everybody else there does not smell like that. And you could do that for under 20 bucks for this fragrance. So hey, it makes sense. All right, so now for our next category, we have going to the office. Now, there's a lot of people that will talk about Prada fragrances. This to me though, also a fragrance that I really like. So I recently got a full bottle of this for our spring video that we did. And this is so good. And this also performed well with some of our reactions. People like this, and that was actually a surprise to me. This is Cartier Declaration d'un Soir. So this fragrance, it's light, but really what I think is unique about this fragrance, it utilizes a rose note. And rose notes in designers to me comes off very overly synthetic and almost too just pronounced in order for it to be worn in an easy way. This is wearable. You're also getting some black pepper, sandalwood, cardamom, and then some other just spices with this that allows it to have some masculine stance. Typically all these floral notes can give off this overly feminine idea. It's pleasant, it's light, it has that woody back with those spices. It still doesn't lean so far into that direction where it doesn't forget what it's trying to be, which is a clean, appealing fragrance. And it's, I would say for a designer, this to me, I would pick this over something like Prada L'Homme. Personally, this is very nice. Even though I'm not a big rose or floral note type of individual, it's not something I grab all the time, but I really do like this one.
Yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite designers that we've tried so far. It does exactly what it's supposed to do in a situation like an office. You smell clean, you smell inviting, you're not gonna offend anybody in the cubicle next to you, and it's a really great option for that.
It's clean without feeling like it's soapy.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of that where, you know, you're smelling more to that side of things rather than just smelling pleasant. This is, I think, the perfect middle ground, and I'm a big fan of it. Love the combination of the rose and black peppers. It's very inviting and nice.
Okay, our next category here is date. And for this one, I chose Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This is the intense version. I'm thinking here of like a day date, like you're going out to lunch or you're doing something that's outside, something that's light and refreshing, but still mass appealing and again, not going to offend anybody or make her not want to go in for a hug, right? So I really like this one. It's actually something that I enjoy wearing too. But I think it's just a really safe, awesome option.
You're getting many of the characteristics that people expect with the light blue line. You're going to get that marine seawater with citrus off the top and then musky backbone. That's kind of become the way of which this fragrance is going to be developed and have its reputation built upon.
And honestly, like when I smell it, it's just an attractive smell. And I don't know that if that's because I've seen the commercials with like all the hot people or whatever it is, but it just smells like an attractive scent. And I think that's obviously perfect for a date.
So next up we have school. And for school, I want to keep that rather open because that could classify a lot of people. Maybe you're in more of an advanced degree, maybe you're in high school. So I want something that could work for all those different types of scenarios. And I also think about the classroom environment. It can't be so overly heavy and it can't be too out there in exploring something that maybe most people won't enjoy. Speaking of explore, we have Mont Blanc Explorer. I didn't set that up at all. So this is bergamot and Ambroxan, also getting some vetiver and pink pepper, but really this fragrance to me is a citrus blast off the top. And then you're getting that woody background, but I also love the hints of pepper. This is like spicy with its citrus opening. You're getting a bit of the Aventus. I actually get it more with this compared to a lot of other fragrances that people will classify as a great alternative to Aventus. Masculine, easy to wear. I would say leans youthful, but this is probably my favorite Mont Blanc. It's not something that I reach for all the time for my personal wearing, but whenever somebody asks, okay, what's a good youthful fragrance to get started with? I think Mont Blanc makes a lot of them, and this is probably near the top of the pack, I would say, in terms of what they do best. All right, so next up, Courtney.
Next up is you're headed to a party and you're thinking, what am I gonna wear? Valentino Uomo Intense. This one is a really great winter fragrance for me. I think it tends to lean more sweet, more sultry, but is a good alternative to like a Versace Eros if you're going to a party. It's a little bit more sophisticated and elevated, I think. It's not as youthful. You could definitely get away with wearing it if you're on the younger side or older side. I think it pretty much hits everyone on the map there. But you're getting the iris, vanilla, leather, tonka bean. It's honestly just a sexy, inviting scent, which is kind of what you want when you're going to a party.
Yes, and performance is fantastic on this as well. So this is one of the better designer performance fragrances that I think we own. Probably geared more toward the winter months. It might be tough, but if you're going out for like a party at night, I think you could still wear this in a warmer environment and be okay. Although just, be careful on the sprays. You are gonna get some good performance out of this one, so good choice. All right, to round it out, we're gonna go for something for bedtime. Now, some people might be saying, you wear fragrances to bed. Well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And when I do typically wear this. I wear this a lot. This is from Coran. This is Pour un Homme de Coran. I love this fragrance. This is from 1934. This is a classic. We had that video where we looked at classic fragrances. To me, this is just a timelessness in a bottle to me. It doesn't feel dated, unlike many fragrances. If I say that date, you're probably thinking, oh my goodness, I don't want to go near this thing, but it's very pleasant. It's also so simple. It's a linear dry down, lavender, vanilla, musk. It's aromatic, powdery, it's just smooth, but that lavender note with vanilla, that accord, it just puts you to sleep. And lavender typically is a note that it does kind of evoke those just nighttime feels.
Yeah, anytime you see a pillow spray, it normally has some kind of lavender in it because it is just kind of a sleepy, drowsy scent. But this is one that I don't mind you wearing to sleep because it smells really good.
Yes, it is more mature. If you've ever smelled Tom Ford's Lavender Extreme, very similar to that. I think this was actually a point of inspiration for him because he actually apparently likes this fragrance a lot. Performance isn't great, but it's, when in this circumstance, I don't think that matters so much. It's there for when you need it, before you go to bed. Some people, again, might not like the idea of wearing a fragrance before bed, but I do it sometimes, so that's my choice. All right, guys, well, thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe as well. Also, leave a comment. Is there some circumstances in your life that you are commonly coming back to time and time again? And maybe name the fragrance that you will wear in those different types of situations. Love to see that as well.
As always, thank you all so much for watching. We will see you all next time.